What was the most uncomfortable thing that you have ever said? Maybe something that made you feel ashamed of? For me, that thing was said when I was only 6 years old. And the thing was, wow, so many Black people. Growing up and understanding why I've said it and how could I work so that no more young Black girls like me would feel what I was feeling at that time has been the journey of discovering my purpose and my role in my personal and professional life. So today, I wish I could at least inspire you to try to do the same, to connect with your roots and find on that place what you can do to change the reality for other people. The first time I was in Mozambique, now I think you all can imagine, I was only 6 years old. I remember the feeling of realizing for the first time how big my family was. Back in Portugal, we were only 4. My mother, my father, my sister, and I. We would have a community of support, our friends at school, at work, our neighbors, but the nuclear family was only 4. In Mozambique, we had a huge family. My grandmother, my uncles, cousins, sisters. So many love, warmth, and people from the north to the south of the country. And also, while walking in the street, I would, for the first time, have a sense of similarity. So many people that looked just like me, but at the same time, their lives, their context was so different from the mine here in Portugal. I would go many times to Mozambique, but the one that really meant a moment of shift in my life was back in 2012 when I was at my last year at law school, and I decided to go for 2 months of volunteering experience to Mozambique. It was an experience with girls and women and boys at schools and also with university students. The picture you will see in some minutes, it's a picture of one of those moments. I don't know if you can see, but it's a picture where I am in front of around 100 boys and girls from a rural village in Mozambique. And for me, it was the first moment where I felt a real connection with my roots, with Mozambique, just by being there by myself to work for the change of that country that tells me so much. When I came back, I decided that I want to work in an area and do a path where I could impact other people's lives, where I could promote their well-being, their emotional health, their fulfillment, their happiness. And when working on the fulfillment of girls and women empowerment, and when those women and girls are girls that were born in the same country where I could have been born, Mozambique, it means so much to me. And today, I can tell you that I am an active part of a global community of people around the world that connects girls and women from grassroots communities with global leaders to promote a more humanized leadership, to promote more inclusivity, to promote a more equal discussion about the agenda of the challenges we have right now in the world. So I work at Girl Move Academy, that last year won a prize by its methodology of mentorship by UNESCO. And so the more and more I am getting close to this dream and this will that was raised at that moment to elevate the lives and opportunities of other people, girls and women. But by doing that, I am also getting closer to my own roots, to my own path, and to my own best place. A place where I can feel that I can change and be the change for the other people's lives. Last year, I attended a play of a Portuguese African descendant girl, Lara Mesquita. The play was about her growing up in a country where, unfortunately, the opportunities and visibility for young Black women is still far from the ideal in terms of equality. And for me, that moment, that play, was the first time where I felt really represented. I could relate with her speech, with her experiences, with her struggles, but also with her will to be an example so that other girls and women could dream higher and could achieve more than they could ever think for themselves. It was a wake-up call for me. I was already on this path, this journey of contributing for better opportunities for other people, for other women. But I also understand that I had to be also that person to other girls and women. I had to be and generate more space and more voices so that more girls could feel represented by my testimony, by my example. And more than that, I understood that I needed to be that voice for people that are not aware of the challenges, of the struggles of young Black women in Portugal, in Mozambique, worldwide. I've learned in this path and in its journey that we are not only the country we were born in. We are not only the color of our skin. We are not only the language that we speak. We are all of that, but so much more than that. We are all the experiences that our ancestors had. We are all the experiences that our family had. We are all the experiences that we individually had, but that we as a community and as a society has been influenced by. We are so much more connected than we ever could have thought. And I really believe that if we want to embrace a journey where we could promote a more diverse world, more interaction, more empathy, we need to be able to left by our biased assumptions, the labels about who that people can be, where he or she come from, what they should be doing. We need to be able to listen and to be surprised, because the person that is in front of us can be so much more than we could ever have thought. And so I challenge you, all of you, to embrace a journey of more connection with your story, a story that you could feel proud about. And to do that, I challenge you to go and search for your family story just like I did, but also to search for the stories that connected you with your friends and how you connected with your friends. And also, while at work, what makes you feel more excited about? What makes you feel more fulfilled? All those people, all those moments, all those experiences can lead you to find the highest expression of your greatest potential, your bliss, your purpose. So I was not sure if I was going to say this today, but I am going to say that what I hope is that in a future very close from today, at a room just like this room that we are at right now, I could perhaps say again, but not with shame, not with discomfort, wow, so many Black people. I would like to end this talk with an energy of hope. And for that, I will share with you a couple of verses of a beautiful poem from Maya Angelou that has guided my journey, my everyday journey of trying to put my purpose in my daily activities, professional and individually. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Thank you.